Welcome to the biggest and best Atlassian Summit ever. We are about to cross 40,000 companies and organizations around the world using Atlassian's products. Other teams are discovering that they can use JIRA, Confluence and HipChat to make their teams more productive. You're going to hear how Vistaprint uses Atlassian Service Desk to support their teams in over 22 countries. You're going to hear how Twitter use Atlassian's products to support their HR, finance and legal team. And you'll even hear how B. Braun uses Atlassian's products to create a social intranet to support 50,000 of their employees. And there's only one company that wakes up every morning and thinks about teams. And that company is Atlassian. I'd like to welcome to the stage my good mate and co-founder, Mike Cannon-Brookes.
I'm going to share with you my top 5 announcements, highlights from Summit. So it's been a really big year for our biggest customers. Indeed, we launched our enterprise services and software offerings in July a few months ago. And we also introduced a new class of products. So alongside our cloud and server offerings, we introduced our data center class of products for the largest scale customers who have the most critical of needs. And we started with that in July with JIRA Data Center. And last week, alongside JIRA Data Center, we launched Confluence Data Center. Today I want to announce another data center offering, and that's with Stash. Stash Data Center is clusterable, highly available, and extensible. All of the add-ons and power of the marketplace work inside Stash. Let's talk about HipChat. Now, HipChat is built to connect business teams in real time, no matter where they are or no matter what device they're using. It brings group chat, file sharing, and integrates all of your applications together into a wonderful experience of collaboration for your teams. You might think, how much do I expect to pay? The answer now is nothing. And we also added HipChat Plus. So if you want to add video chat, screen sharing, and unlimited storage, it's just $2 a user a month. 3 billion messages sent through HipChat. The last billion came in just 4 months, and as you can see from the chart, that's only accelerating. HipChat Server is now in public beta. We now have more than 400 companies using it live, some with thousands of people behind the firewall, and it's at feature parity with the cloud. I'm very excited about our upcoming iOS 8 mobile client. iOS 8 gives amazing capabilities for us to integrate HipChat with the rest of the operating system, with the rest of the applications on the phone. And I heard that there's another company that's running a conference alongside ours. They're trying to compete with us. They shipped some sort of a watch. HipChat will also work on the Apple Watch. We're not quite sure. There's no SDK and no watches yet, but it will probably look a lot like this. Let's talk about Service Desk. It's easily our most successful product launch ever. We now have thousands and thousands of teams running on Service Desk. So today, with the launch of Service Desk 2.0, we're radically changing the pricing. All of those customers are now free. One price, $25 an agent for all of the features of Service Desk. No feature-based pricing. Let's talk about Confluence. So one of our biggest applications, Confluence, has obviously been massively successful over the last decade. We're taking that and making that collaboration in context. And let's stop for a second and work out why context is important. Context increases the speed and accuracy of collaboration. What you'll notice is different in 5.7 is that now I can actually select pieces of content and I can add inline comments directly there in a single click. When I open that PowerPoint presentation, you'll notice that I can share it with other colleagues. So we've made files a first-class citizen in Confluence from 5.7. It's all in HTML5. It renders over 80 different file types, all of the Office documents that you're used to. And lastly, we've added versioning to files and made it very, very simple to add new versions. Let's talk about dev teams. 2 years ago, we started a big journey to change the flow of your entire product team. We started that during the year with the development panel. So now inside every issue, you can get access to all of your development experience, both in terms of the workflow for the developer, the steps they have to move through, and in terms of the data. We also wanted to make them faster, and we're doing that by adding robots. What now happens is when you have automated issue transitions set up, the developer can continue to work in Stash. The ops people can continue to work in Bamboo. People can work in their tool of choice, which is what we want them to do. When the developer branches and commits code, the handy little robots behind automated issue transitions will automatically move that issue along. All the automated workflow that you can put in JIRA, now integrated across your entire development stack. And we've got a completely new version experience coming up in JIRA. I can see at a high level, sort of a progress bar where I'm up to, how many issues are done, in progress currently, and awaiting to be done. So the warnings at a version level allow you to see problems that you may not be aware of, that we are the only company that has visibility into all of the different tools simultaneously to tell you where you might have problems. Do you guys want one more thing, or are you all done? You want one more? All right. We have an entirely new product for you today in JIRA Portfolio. The goal of JIRA Portfolio is quite simple. It's to allow you to plan at scale. It's to allow you to connect your strategy with your reality. And it allows you to respond to change. When things are going wrong, when things are off the rails, you want to know as early as possible, and you want to be able to make changes. We're trying to democratize the world of portfolio management. It's very good for very big teams, but we think that every team can benefit from this sort of thing. Now, as a quick recap, because I can see I'm rapidly running out of time, we've got Confluence and Stash Data Center for our biggest customers to make sure we're growing alongside them. We've got HipChat with a server beta, iOS and OS X clients, and a whole series of new integration capabilities with Connect, Confluence, and Bitbucket. Service Desk 2.0 with a single portal, email access, and just $25 per agent, free for all your customers. Confluence with the in-context collaboration in comments, file collaboration, views of files, previews. Dev teams with the dev panel, those handy little robots, and a whole new version experience, and an entirely new product in JIRA Portfolio to connect your organization strategy with the actual reality. So for me, that's it. Thank you very much.